Hey, what's up guys, and welcome back. In this video, I'm going to show you how to clean up all of the stock WordPress plugins and kind of give yourself a blank slate so we can build a proper website from the ground up. So let's hop into my computer screen and I'll walk you through the whole process. All right, guys, so we're here into our WordPress dashboard, and if you're unsure how to actually get to this screen here, you're going to go up to yourdomainname.com/wp-admin. That should take you to a login page where you put in your WordPress username and password that you saved from the last video. And when you come in, your page should look something like this. It could be overwhelming, it could be intimidating, but it's important to know most of this is really just ads, and we're going to delete most of it. What happens is some companies will actually partner up with WordPress and they'll become these suggested stock plugin. They might not necessarily be the best, but it's a way for these companies to get leads, and it's a way for them to actually, get sales. So we're going to clean this all up because we're going to use like 4 or 5 plugins rather than this whole mess that we have here. Our site's going to run better, it'll be faster, and you'll start to rank higher in search. So to start the whole process, we're going to come down over here where it says plugins, and we're going to click on installed plugins. It's going to bring us all the way down here. If you scroll down, now you see this is all of our plugins right now. Now we're going to deactivate and uninstall every single thing that you see, with the exception of Akismet, I think I'm saying that right, and Jetpack. Everything else is going to go. All right, now that we have absolutely everything deleted except these 2 plugins, we're going to set up our Jetpack account. Now, what Jetpack does is Jetpack allows us to connect our HostGator hosted website along with WordPress.com. This is going to do a couple of things. One, it's going to let our posts and our site content show up on WordPress.com in the Reader app. And that should just bring us some organic traffic as people are going to get suggested our blog over time. What it's also going to do, it's also going to allow us to check our stats through the WordPress app on our phone. This way, it's an easy way to check stats, and it's very reliable. It'll tell us things each day, like how many people came through from search, how many people came in through Facebook, how many page views. It's a lot of basic stats that you're going to see in a very easy to read manner, much easier than you're going to see on Google Analytics. So let's hop back into the computer and let's get it all set up. All right, so we're going to be back in here, and we are going to click on this big green button. You should have it here that says Set Up Jetpack. Click on there. It might take a while to load. Okay, so what this is going to do now, I already have a Jetpack account that I'm going to actually set up and integrate here. If you don't, it's going to ask you to create a Jetpack account, and it's basic stuff. Your picture, your name, your email address, very, very simple things. I'm just going to approve my existing account here because I want to link this to my actual website. It's going to authorize there. Now, when it takes you to this page, I pass on all of the stuff. I come down here, and right here where it says Jetpack free, I click right onto here. And now it's going to ask us a little bit about our website, and it's probably going to make us another recommendation. Now, when you get here to related posts, I'm going to click on Not Now because we're going to use related posts inside of our Thrive themes later on. If you're not using a Thrive themes, I would definitely recommend having related posts turned on, because what that's going to do is that when someone gets to the end of your article, they're going to see other stuff that you've written. It's going to suggest them. They're going to stay on your site longer. That sends good signals to Google to also raise your site in search. So I'm going to click Not Now for now. Now, Creative Mail, this is again Constant Contact. I'm going to pass on this because we're going to use Thrive themes later on. When it comes to the Site Accelerator, I'm going to turn that on because a faster site is a site that's better for the user, and that's also going to raise you in search rankings. Now, I'm also going to recommend WP Rocket to speed up your site, but we're going to have this too because you can't have too many site accelerators. And once we get to this page, we're done. We can leave that. Okay, so once we're done with setting up Jetpack, we're going to set up the Akismet. We're going to set up the anti-spam plugin. So we'll come back here to plugins, installed plugins. And again, now we have Jetpack set up. Actually, something I like to do is I just like to enable auto updates because I don't like to be bothered with having to update things. Okay, so to set up our anti-spam plugin, we're going to come over to here where it says settings, click up here. And now that we already have Jetpack set up, we can simply just say connect with Jetpack. And it's that simple. Now we've actually have it set up because we're set up through Jetpack. Now, as far as the strictness of it, I like to silently discard the worst and most pervasive spam so I never see it. And these things are horrendous. Like, think every foul word you ever heard could end up in these comments. So I don't even want to see it. Get rid of it. And then as far as being GDPR compliant, I just display the privacy notice under your comment forms. Fair enough. Save the changes, and then we should be done. So now, just for good measure, we're going to go back to our installed plugins, and we're going to make sure that automatic updates are turned on for both. This is something that's going to go work in the background. We don't want to have to deal with it again. Now that automatic updates are on for both plugins, we have all the stock plugins deleted. We now have a blank canvas on a good WordPress site running correctly. I'll see you in the next video.